What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. In this episode, I am going to be adjusting my pre-week 1 NFL power rankings. We're going to do this video every Tuesday. So I'm going to move teams up and down based to where they are. The goal is by the end of the season, one of the top 3 teams wins the Super Bowl, and one of the bottom 3 teams gets the number 1 overall pick. Guess we'll say, but I'm just going to be readjusting the power rankings every Tuesday. This is going to be a video, so stay tuned. Yeah, not much to explain. We're going to quickly go over what we already had. I do want to say, though, is things are going to change, but they're not going to change crazy. What I mean by that, what I mean by that is, say for an example, Detroit. Detroit's a good example. They're a really good team. They're not going to be at 5, but I'm not going to move them down all the way to over here because they have a loss. So that's basically what I'm saying. It's just power rankings based off what we've seen. And yeah, so let's get into today's video. All right, so quickly looking what we already had. We had the Eagles at 1 because they are the defending champions. Number 2, 3, 4, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. 3 really good teams. Then we had Lions and Packers, very similar. Rams are my Super Bowl pick. Then we had the Texans, 49ers, Commanders, Chargers, Broncos, Vikings, Bengals. Those are all teams on the same boat. And you got the Bengals, the Seahawks, they're right there too. And then you got my Panthers, there's the Falcons, the Bears, the Patriots, the Raiders, the Steelers, the Cardinals, the Cowboys, the Jags, the Colts. And then you got the lower end teams, the Giants, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Titans, Browns, and Saints. I'm going to go through this a little bit and adjust. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have my new power rankings written down on a paper, and I'm going to drag the team so you guys can see how much spots they move up and down, and I'm not figuring it out as I go. So, number 32, I decided to keep the Saints. I still think they're the worst team in football. Yeah. Number 31, I kept the Cleveland Browns too. Despite only losing 1 to a good team, I think the Browns are still not going to be that great this year. They're going to stay in that spot. Tennessee's going to stay at 30. I don't think that they're going to do much this year. Cam Ward, like I said, he looked good. Other than that, team took a while to get going. The defense wasn't that bad. Well, the defense was good. They forced 4 turnovers. But number 29, we have our first move. We're going to put the Dolphins at number 29. I said they were going to be really bad this year, but they were really, really bad. Week 1, right out the gate. I think it was like 33-8. It was a really bad game. To Daniel Jones and the Colts. Not a good look for the Dolphins at all. Right at 28, I have the New York Giants. They didn't play good. They didn't. Offensively, they were terrible. No passing game. Defense, they were good, but ultimately got a little tired, and the Commanders scored points. They got 21. Number 27, I'm unfortunately going to put my Panthers. I know we're dropping 10 spots, but I got to do I think the Panthers are the 27th best team in the NFL? No, I think we're higher than that. But it's week 2 power rankings. I got to give the respect to the teams that went out there and looked good week 1 that we didn't. It's self-explanatory. I still have a lot of hope with the Panthers this season. I am not giving up or anything like that, anything in that world. But week 1 we looked bad, and this is a weekly series, so we looked bad. But number 26 is where I have the Jets staying. They're gonna move up 3 spots. They scored 32. They only lost by 2. I'm only moving them up 3 because, like I said, it's power rankings. This isn't college football. I'm not gonna have a team go from worst to first because they won 1 game. No, you got to earn your spot. Okay, you got to earn your spot. Put together multiple good games to earn your spot. But It's power rankings. It's not standings. If it was standings, I would just put all the teams that won 1 to 16 and all the teams that lost 17 to 32, but it's power rankings. Um Right above them at 25, I have the New England Patriots, who I still think are going to be a solid team this year. But unfortunately, they were on the losing end of a 50-50. They only put up 10 points, and the teams above them did better this week. It's not really much to say there. Number 24, I have the Chicago Bears. First half, they looked good, but the opening drive was really their only offense for a while. They allowed the Vikings to come back. Bad game management, not moving the ball. Caleb didn't have a great game, in my opinion. Chicago Bears looked like the Chicago Bears after the first drive. They're moving down 5 spots. Um, Right above them, I have the Indianapolis Colts, who I said if Daniel Jones puts together a Sam Darnold like team, this team is going to be really good. They're good on paper. They just got to put it together. They did this week. If they do it again, they will be in the teens. I'm telling you guys that right now. The Colts could be a playoff team. They have the roster. They just need the quarterback play. Number 22, I have the Cardinals. Did they win? Yes, but they should have done better than they did. It's simple. The teams that I'm about to put above them did better than the Cardinals, even though one of them lost. But the Cardinals, you're playing the Saints. You should have won by 2 or 3 touchdowns, in my opinion. Number 21, I'm gonna have the Atlanta Falcons. They were doing good. They were back and forth with Tampa, who's a good team, but ultimately they fell short. Had a lot of errors, and they just choked the game. Right above them, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who looked good against the Panthers. Um, Trevor Lawrence did decent, but the Jaguars defense looks really good. Travis Hunter looks good. He's going to be a great player for them. Number 19, I have the Las Vegas Raiders. Um, they're still gaining 2 in the even though I just moved them down, they're still at 2 because they moved up when I moved other teams. But Raiders, they move up 2 spots. Like I said, it could be a excuse me, a sneaky wild card team, but we will have to see. Number 18, I got the Dallas Cowboys. They're one of the biggest movers this week. They're going to move up 6 spots from where they originally were. I could explain that one. Cowboys had a good run game. Their defense did good until late. They put up a fight with the defending champions. I mean, it doesn't get a much better loss than that, you can say. A couple drops by them. And just some bad plays. But Cowboys, you did good this week. You did a lot better than everyone expected. Therefore, you move up 6 spots despite losing. Number 17, I have the Seattle Seahawks, who they barely lost, but they're only going to move down 1 spot. I think that they could have done better than they did, and went a lot worse. So I mean, it is what it is for them. But Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to stay at 16. They're going to be another big mover this week. They're moving up 6 spots. What a game for the Steelers. 34 points, I think it was. Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns. Um, it was a great game. Steelers played great. Defense was concerning. Offensive line was a little concerning, but the offense for the Steelers overall looked good, put up a lot of points, and the Steelers are one of the biggest movers this week. All right, next up at number 15, I got the Cincinnati Bengals. They won, yes, but were they looking great? No. Will they be good? Probably. Bengals always start slow. I'm only moving them down 1 spot because they could have done a lot better against a team that was ranked 31, but still, a win is a win. 14, we have the Broncos. 13, we have the Bucks. So the Broncos moved down 2. Did they win? Yes. Was it a sloppy win? They had 4 turnovers and they still won the game. So before you Broncos fans come at me, 4 turnovers isn't top 10 football. But number 13, I have the Bucks. Good division win on the road. They're going to be a good team, unfortunately. They're moving up 2 spots right now from 15 to 13. Number 12, I'm going to have the Minnesota Vikings, who move up one. Move up one. Yeah, the fourth quarter Vikings looked really good. I think they had like 22 points in the fourth quarter. Other than that, they need to be better. So I'm going to kind of leave them around the same spot they were. Number 11, I'm going to have the Houston Texans. Offense was bad, okay? I didn't watch the game. I don't know why it was bad, but it was bad. Was the Rams defense that good? I don't know, but the Texans got to play better than that. They have Super Bowl aspirations, according to their fans. They have to play better offensive football with the players they have if they want to win games. Number 10, I'm going to have the San Francisco 49ers, another team that won, but it didn't look the most impressive. It was a good game, though. They're only moving down one spot, so calm down. They're still a top 10 team. Take it as it is. Number 9, I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders. I think they only move up one. Good win over the Giants. Yeah, but I just think the 8 teams above the Commanders did better this week. So, Commanders, you're at 9, which is still a good spot. Number 8 is the Chargers. Their big move. They're moving up 3 spots. They played really good football. They look good offensively. They look good defensively for the most part, besides a couple bad plays. The Chargers are going to be a really good football team. And like I said before, they are going to win the AFC West. Number 7, I kept the Rams. Decent offensive football. Very, very good defensive football. But I'm going to keep them there. I think the Rams are still the Super Bowl pick for me. That's what I said in the preseason. I think 7's just a good spot right now. But number 6 is the Lions. Like I said, the Lions lost, but I'm going to give them some grace, okay? 2 new coordinators, new everything. Give them grace. They're only moving down one. But here's our final, or a top 5 for week 2. Number 5 is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost against the Chargers, who played better than them. That score should have been a little bigger than it was. Chiefs still obviously Super Bowl contender, unfortunately. They'll face Philadelphia next week, Sunday evening, which will tell a lot. Sunday afternoon, I should say. Number 4, I got the Green Bay Packers. They looked like a very dangerous team week 1. Defensively, Micah Parsons in his debut did really good. They got a lot of sacks. Jordan Love looked good. Run game looked good. Green Bay looked good. They looked very, very dangerous. They're moving up 2 spots to number 4. Number 3 is going to be the Ravens. They should have won. They were up 40-25 with 4 minutes left. You're going to hear it all year from everybody. You should have won that game. You're moving down 1 spot. Number 1 and 2 is very interesting, but a lot of people may not like this decision. But I'm going to keep the Eagles at 1 for right now. Buffalo, great comeback win. You were the best team week 1. I'll keep that simple. But Philadelphia still won. They still did good. Let's see another week, and then the Bills will be moved up to 1. But this is what we're looking at right now with the power rankings for week 2. Again, some teams moved big, some teams moved a little bit despite winning, some teams moved a little down despite winning. Some teams may have moved up 1 after a loss, but this is just where I see power rankings today. Unfortunately, the biggest movers were the Panthers, but they're going to redeem themselves. Mark my words. Also, biggest movers was the Patriots and the Bears. And the biggest positive movers were the Steelers, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Jaguars. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, check out our other videos. Make sure you check out our TikTok and Twitch. Let me know in the comments below who your top 10 teams are, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.